together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Ask for special ESPN Northwest Florida pricing.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
WGSX Lene, WPLQ Port St. Joe.
It's ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Powered by Panama City Toyota.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, boys! I'm back! Hot tub! Hot tub! I'm full of water! I stay hot tub! Hot stay very, very, very hot! Stay hot tub! Hot tub! Gonna get you hot tub! I'm gonna make it wet! Stay hot tub! Rubber dub in the hot tub! Rubber dub with me! Shake in the hot tub! Yeah! Will you make me sweat? Yeah! Shake in the hot tub! Yeah! Will you make me wet? Yeah! Well.
Hello, Coach.
Good morning, and welcome to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, can you remind me what that score was of that Alabama game?
Roll Tide. I don't think they played yet. I don't think the Indiana game has happened yet. No, Tide got rolled by Indiana. And thank you, Wildcat, for that reminder about the mighty Crimson Tide. That just starts the show off great this morning. Patrick, what's going on, Big Daddy?
I just want to get your blood flowing a little bit. You looked a little
How was your Christmas? How was your trip up to Kentucky? Ohio,
Kentucky and Cincinnati and back to Kentucky and then back to Cincinnati. And then it was good and it was bad. I mean, it was good and it was sad, not bad.
Yeah. Seeing old people.
My father didn't recognize me for the first time because he's got Alzheimer's and he's 93.
Yeah.
Soon to be 94. So, but he looked great.
Yeah. And Julie's mother lived to be 97. Sharp as a tack. She didn't fall and break her hip. She'd still be alive today. I really believe that. And don't ever fall as you get. Try not to fall.
That's the problem with my mother.
Yeah.
She fell, got put in the hospital. On my way up there to Kentucky, I get a phone call. Don't stop at the house. Stop at the hospital because your mom's in the ER. And,
well, Well, anything
But
good?
I got to see the grandbabies and the
That's
great
what I was saying. Anything good and positive happened during Christmas? I mean,
but Mom ended up being okay, and the grandbabies, that was a whole lot of fun. And
where were you at Christmas Eve, Christmas Day?
In Kentucky.
Okay. All right.
In Kentucky.
Pat, how was your Christmas? Good?
We had a very good Christmas and blessed Christmas.
Good. Were y'all here? Did you travel to stay?
We stayed here. Had a few people come in town. Just hung out with the family as much as we could. The kids were out doing their own thing. So me and Lisa got to almost see what an empty nester looks like.
Hey, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's sad. Anyway, welcome 104.3 ESPN Northwest. I hope all you guys had a happy,
Coach,
happy.
how was your Christmas?
We're glad to be back.
Oh, it was good.
We'll have to ask.
Chris, everything was good. Got to spend a lot of time with the grandkids. That's the main thing. It was good. Jamie came home. I do want to get this in real quick before on Christmas Eve. No, I'm sorry, New Year's Eve. We were at J. Michael's restaurant. And I think it was 6 o'clock. He broke open a bottle of champagne. J. Michael's restaurant has been in business for 50 years. He has 50-year anniversary.
Didn't I see a picture of you and him on Facebook?
The legend, J. Michael's. Yeah,
we're right there.
How much did you pay to get in that picture?
No, I didn't pay anything. Julie took it, and
your kid.
Matter of fact, I had to charge him for that just because of my contract. I had to do that.
That was one of the NIL appearances.
Wrong. We had a great time. I tell you, I love Jay Michaels. He is such a wonderful man.
Great.
Always giving back to the community. Food's incredible. Legendary place. People come, and we had they put it on Facebook here on ESPN. It blew up. We had, I don't know how many comments on it. That was incredible. People love him.
There was hundreds
People love
and
Jay
hundreds,
Michaels.
and I think it got to thousands.
His birthday was yesterday. Jay Michaels' birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Phil Cobb. Phil Cobb's birthday was yesterday. I didn't know him and Jay Michaels had the same birthday. But anyway, SEC, embarrassing. What's our excuse this year? We used to use the bowl games to measure how good we were in the SEC. If we won them, we threw it in your face. We let you know about it.
How about your coach walking out on you?
If you lose them, what are we going to do? We're going to say they opt out. What excuse can we use about being so pitiful looking this year in the SEC?
They played somebody good.
Well, I don't even know if that was it. I mean, really, how many superstars in the SEC do we have? Who was the great running backs in the SEC this year? Quarterbacks, wide receivers.
It's a good question.
I mean, this was a down year in the SEC. Now, the only thing we got going for us, if Ole Miss was to win the national championship, then we can run our mouths in. But right now, we got to keep it quiet. I mean, look, as bad as it was for Bama, at least we're not Tennessee. Let me just say that. At least we're not Tennessee. We got a caller. Let's bring this guy on. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy New Year to you, Prospero Año Feliz.
I thought you were in jail. I thought you were in prison up in New York. What are you doing out?
Look, man, they needed me down at Maracaibo, damn it. Don't make me talk, okay? Listen, the Coast Guard is now the world's biggest oil company. I'm so happy about it.
Hey, good. I love it. Do it more.
I love it, too. Listen, I don't care. It ain't about, like somebody said, it's not about drugs. It's not about whatever. It's about oil. I'm like, damn right. I want 55 cents a gallon regular. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
got a point.
Look up, little camper. You got a great basketball school. Y'all kicked Kentucky's butt.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Hey, Walker, you ran your mouth about Alabama football. We don't care about football at Alabama. We're a basketball school.
I'm sorry. We got this bad connection.
Yeah. What happened to Kentucky Wildcats in basketball?
Well, it's the same thing in football. Poor talent evaluation and overpaying for services.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you something, Coach Hale, seriously. What happened to Southern Miss?
You know, we've lost, since that bowl game, we have lost every single starter. All 22 players gone.
They go to Memphis?
Well, probably.
Yeah, you know, Memphis already have about 4 murders just this year. How many do they have in Panama City?
That's good. They're down a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I thought that was this week.
That gets them down to 18 missing.
Nashville had a DoorDash driver shot on Murfreesboro Road Sunday morning. Listen, man, I'm telling you, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah,
but,
it is.
Let's be faithful and helpful. And remember, Wednesday is Greek Christmas. Greek. You know, there's a lot of Greeks in Panama City.
I don't know what that is either.
I don't know what that is.
Greek Orthodox Christmas.
No.
Okay. Now you're getting warm.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm stretching it out a little bit, man. It is still championship season, so to speak. But I just can't believe Mississippi and LSU. They used to hate each other, and now LSU is paying their coach if Mississippi wins. I mean, if you can't make this stuff up.
Well, LSU is actually flipping the bill. It's not Ole Miss.
Right, LSU is footing the bill for the. Yeah. Somebody was saying, here on the. Have you ever heard of ESPN? The mothership. They're asking, does Kiffin get a ring? And it's like,
Did you hear what he wanted to do? Did you hear about what he wanted to do during the game?
Oh, he wanted to crash.
He wanted to be on that. He called him. What's the guy, Marty? Called and said, "Can you get me on?" And thank goodness the ESPN big wheel said no. Because that would have been kind of cool to have him on there just to see what he had to say, and that would have made all the other head coaches in the SEC really unhappy because it's all about recruiting. It's all about him getting on TV.
Okay.
But you're right.
Let me ask you this. I'm sorry I'm interrupting. You said go ahead. You finish. Okay.
No, I was just telling you, talking about the money. He made $150,000 for making the playoffs. LSU paid that. $250,000 for beating Tulane. He made $500,000 for beating Georgia. He's making $750,000 if they beat Miami, and then he makes another $1 million if they win the national championship. So this is all being paid for not coaching. All being paid by LSU.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Billy Cannon?
Yes. Are you kidding
you
me?
think Billy Cannon is he alive still? I'm sure he's.
No.
Is he over in his grave? He's dead, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
When I lived over in Mississippi, and I've lived in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Tennessee fan over there, Vandy fan, whatever. I won't reveal something. I'm actually a closet Vandy fan, too. Which, by the way, they're great right now.
Mississippi's a great state. Mississippi's a great state.
It is a great state.
People,
it's like Alabama's got wonderful people. I don't like the Rebel football team, and I don't like the Crimson Tide. You know that. But I can get over it. I love my time there.
Right.
But they used to play. I lived in Natchez, Mississippi, one year, a year and a half, and Monroe, Louisiana, was where we got our air TV from. And as they did almost every year around Halloween, they would play the Billy Cannon punt return that broke Mississippi's heart back in the late 50s.
Right.
I just can't believe that things have changed this much. That LSU is paying Mississippi's ex-coach for Mississippi being great. I mean, I'm not going to waste your time with that. I just wanted to give a shout out to you and have a happy New Year. And is Coach Manley doing okay?
I hate to. Well, we're going to break the news later today. We're going to miss him. We're going to miss him. Yeah, it was bad. It didn't work out like we thought. Have you heard about it? Yeah.
What happened?
He lost his teeth, and we haven't found him yet, and he's going to stay in hiding until he finds his teeth. So I think the dog ate him. I'm not sure. We can't find him anywhere in the house.
Third pair.
That's the third pair he's lost. It is.
Let me tell you about you're laughing about that, but I invented a new. This is too much inside information, but I invented a new salad dressing this weekend. I had a cup of coffee. I was trying to pour whiskey in it, but I grabbed olive oil and poured it in it. Anyway, this is too personal.
That's not healthier.
I promise you I'm going to come down there and curse you this year.
You missed our dementia segment that we had there.
Yeah, it was all about it.
It's fun.
Oh, wait a minute. You're getting off the air and you didn't talk about the Tennessee losing to Virginia? Who beat Tennessee? No, Illinois.
Well, that was in Nashville too.
They can't tackle him. They can't stop anybody like the rest of the SEC. Like the rest of the SEC.
Yes. What is wrong? I mean, listen. Here's what's great. I used to just call you up cold after I left there. Now I got you on Siri, so I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention to what you're saying.
Can you believe how poorly we are? What's happening?
It is sad.
Let's go back to the old days when everything was illegal. You couldn't cheat.
Exactly. That's
we
when
need to go back
good.
there. Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a quick story about Tennessee recruiting versus Vanderbilt recruiting back in the day when I don't want to make it like a Feinbaum guy. Back when I was playing. But anyway, when I was playing, you go to Vanderbilt, and they had a box of red delicious apples they'd give you. They give you one of them out of them. I've been down there in the south end zone with recruits. I was just hanging around. I was pure natural athletic ability kept me from playing in the SEC. Lack of pure natural athletic ability.
Right.
Anyway, and then my buddy, who I was hanging out with, he goes up to Tennessee. They bought him a steak, and he had to go out with a nice-looking co-ed. Now, those advantages are over with now, apparently, because it's all about the money. What do you think about this guy from Cincinnati? They say LSU's going to pay him $6 million.
I haven't heard that yet. I've not even seen that.
Well, that's news. That's out there. It's out there. The leading quarterback in the transfer portal is from Cincinnati, and they say Kiffin. Well, not Kiffin. He didn't have it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But the oil money in Louisiana is going to pay him $6 million. Now, this is not sustainable, sir.
No, I don't get it. I'm getting where I can't even say it. Look, we got over. This was January 3rd. It's more than this now. It's probably up to 4,000. But in January 3rd, there were 3,753 student athletes had transferred out and looking for a new home. There's 130 teams that played, I think, big-time football. So you got 85 scholarships. Say if you keep half your...
It's 105.
100 now. If it goes to 105, I think it has. But right now, well, let's see. I'm gonna hold off on 105 thing. I'm not worried about that.
How can they make a rule about it? They'll go to federal court and get it increased.
Exactly. If I was them, if I was Alabama, I'd go sign as many as I want, play as many as I want, do whatever you want, do something. You got to do something.
That's what Coach Bryant used to do. We're going back to Coach Bryant. Hey! It's true. It's true. You know it's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me say something about Heupel. If he's so.
Wait, time out. You're going to probably get Ty Simpson. That's the word I'm hearing. He going to Tennessee.
Well, it's about time he ought to go home. Ty ought to go home. Bring Marcel home from Texas A&M. They're Tennesseans, by golly.
Yeah. Volunteers.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Here's the only thing, though. They got a quarterback on their roster. If he hadn't entered the transfer portal, his name is George McIntyre II. He's 6'5" or 6. I shook his hand the day after they lost to they beat Mississippi State, that great bowl team. And I know him personally.
Where does Dad play at?
I don't know. His dad played at Brentwood Academy for all I care. And I know his dad. I hate Brentwood Academy. They beat us 35-0. I want to go Feinbaum on you. They had 3 guys that started at Ole Miss for 4 years and a guy that from my neighborhood they recruited. Anyway, don't get me down the rabbit hole. Anyway, McIntyre is a classic Peyton Manning-sized quarterback. Well, they don't want to use him now because they want escapability. That is a code word for our line cannot block.
Yeah, well, join the crowd in the SEC.
Well, yeah, you're right. We're second rate right now, and
you think I was kidding. Go back and think about who were the great running backs in the SEC, who were the great receivers, who were the great quarterbacks, who was the great defensive lineman, linebacker, secondary. Our best players, I think, are going different places, or maybe it's just a down cycle we're going through, which is incredible.
I got one last question before I leave you. Can I ask you one?
Yeah.
Cecilia Flores Maduro, is she as hot as Pavia's mama? Think about it. Y'all have a great day and a great week. I might call you back and see if Manley caught his teeth.
All right, buddy. Bye. Happy New Year. I just saw the legendary Chad Mitchell. Can you believe this? The doc himself. He's taking 3 months off, so he told me. So
just a hiatus. He'll be back.
Yeah, well.
He loves us too much to leave us.
I'm really upset with him. But anyway, we'll hopefully get the legendary Chad Mitchell back here in 3 months. I'd love Chad. Any type of injury, call Chad Mitchell, make an appointment. Go by and see him. The guy is a legendary doctor here in Bay County. Everybody knows who Chad is. Also, we talked about earlier the legendary Jay Michaels. Just had a birthday yesterday. Been in business for 50 years. You got to be something special to stay in business for 50 years. In a restaurant, are you kidding me? Unbelievable. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive. Go check it out. You'll absolutely love it. On Wednesday, every Wednesday, the world-famous J. Michael's Spaghetti. The best seafood, the ice-cold beer, great burgers. We were there New Year's Eve, had a great time with J. Michael's. That's the day they had been open, the anniversary for 50 years, and his birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, J. Michael's. If you're in Lynn Haven, get out and see my buddy Pat Perno. Jill and I went and had a great lunch over there the other day. Had a wonderful time. Beef Braised Lynn Haven. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. Great place to go. TVs everywhere. Thursday night, you want to watch Ole Miss play Miami, that's the place to do it, right there in Beef Braised and Lynn Haven. We'll be right back. 104.3. Patrick's with us. Chaz's not. Wildcat's with us. Glenn's not. Help Glenn find his false teeth. We're looking everywhere. If you see him, please give us a call, 215-6290. He's not going to come out in public without him. We'll be right back.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Rich Eisen Show.
I love a journeyman quarterback. They always got a nice tan. Like Steve DeBerg. He was the Magnum PI. He was the Magnum PI of the NFL. He played like 38 seasons.
Yeah, he was pristine.
But the thing was, for 38, whatever seasons, he played like 20 seasons. He was always ready to go.
Right.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 11 to 2. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, partly cloudy and a high of 66 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southeast. A variety of slight fog and some clouds tonight, a light breeze and warm near 59. Slightly foggy and partly sunny and 71 tomorrow. 70 and slight fog in the morning, but otherwise some sun Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
It's the Jaguars' final home game of the 2025 regular season, and you don't want to miss it. Join us for our fan appreciation game as the Jaguars face off against the Tennessee Titans in a can't-miss division matchup. It's your chance to cheer on the team as they take the field in their Prowler throwbacks for one last time this season. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action. Go to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Ask for special ESPN Northwest Florida pricing.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels studio.
They got something that money couldn't buy. I was noticing when you come down the stairs that you've got pretty legs. All right, I'll tell you a story without a happy ending. Y'all following this?
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Be careful today. Kids are not back in school. The teachers are. Speaking of that, Arnold High School, Brent Smith, the legendary principal, did an incredible job, turned that school around, hired some really good people there. He is out, and the legend, the true legend of Bay County, Janice Solaris, has worked more years in Bay County than any other employee that I know of. She's back there. She opened the school up back in 99, 2000. And loved her. She does an incredible job. All you people that work at Arnold, just make sure you're doing your job, and you'll be in great shape, because she's going to make sure things are done right. She is incredible, and like it for the kids. I think she's going to finish the year out until they get a principal to replace Brent, and he's going to retire. So we lost a great one. Jan's going to come in there and fill in for him, and then I don't know where they're going to go and who they're going to get to stay full time. I just think they should leave Janice in there. Hell, she's gonna live another 50 years. She can probably do it. Could you imagine something, Wildcat, somebody working? I think it's close to 50 years she's been working at Bay District Schools. She must have started when she was 12.
That's what's loving your job.
Yeah.
You got to love your job and care about things to do that and sacrifice that much time, especially when you don't really have to.
Yeah. She doesn't. I mean, she didn't have to work. She loves it. She loves it. She does it.
God bless her. We need more people like that.
Pat, what stood out to you? All the games, bowl games, playoff games, whatever. What kind of stood out to you? What got your attention? It can be negative. It can be positive. It can be happy. It can be sad. Whatever you want to do.
Well, the first thing that got my attention, and I'm going to give kudos out to Miami, their defensive line in the two games that they played looked NFL-ish. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were just completely dominant, which really shocked me over the Ohio State game. That
shocked me. I'll be honest with you. I thought Ohio State was going to win that. I thought they scored. I didn't think Miami could score much on them.
I thought Ohio State would be better offensively.
I did too.
Against Miami.
I did too.
I mentioned to you earlier, where has the defensive line for Miami been the rest of the season the way they played the last 2 games?
They've been resting. They've been getting ready.
Because they are playing at a different level.
Yeah, they fooled us.
That. And then Indiana just taking care of business the way they did.
We don't have to talk about that one.
Well, no, that one.
That was ugly. We'll get to Alabama update later, but we got a lot to talk about.
An interesting stat on that, though. That is the only game a team with a bye has won in 2 years.
Yeah, no. Not only that, what about the conference championship teams? The conference championship teams this year were 1-9. You look at all the conferences they play and have championship games in, they won 1 game and lost 9.
I said this before those 4 games, that if all of the teams that had the byes, the top 4, lost, next year there would be no byes.
Well, if Indiana would have had a tough team to play, they probably would have lost too.
Well,
instead of a soft Alabama Crimson Tide, I mean soft.
You do know why Indiana won, right?
Yeah, they were better.
Elephants can't travel that far that fast.
Jerry Prison's beautiful daughter, they went out there. I think they had a really good time, except for the ball game. They said there was 73,000 Indiana fans there. I think it was 100-some thousand.
Yeah.
And Indiana kind of took over. What a game.
What would be the better story for college football if Indiana wins or Ole Miss wins the national championship?
Well, obviously, we want the Ole Miss to win, even though I can't stand them. We want Ole Miss to win because we can run our mouth about the SEC. Now, if they win the national championship, I'm going to come in here and blow up everybody. Hey, we were the real conference, because right now I'm kind of embarrassed. We got shut down.
He didn't say Patrick didn't say for the SEC though. He said for college football, what would be best?
I just said Ole Miss.
Okay.
Well, if you look at Ole Miss,
SEC football is college football.
There is no other.
How long would Lane Kiffin kick himself if Ole Miss goes and wins this?
And that's the reason I think most of the country would like to see Ole Miss win.
Because of the way he left.
He left. He could win a national championship at LSU, but you can't.
I don't think
I've got a different viewpoint with Indiana than most people. I think if Indiana wins it, it is super detrimental to our current state of college football.
Why?
Because of the transfer portal. It's going to promote the transfer portal even more with what Indiana has been able to do over the last 2 years.
They're going to blow this thing up. There's so many people upset with it.
The transfer portal is run off the tracks anyway.
It's crazy. You know what, though? You go watch all these bowl games, and I've got it here, and I'll cover this later today. But you talking about all the bowl games, you see nobody at the games. There's nobody there. They broke records of viewership. They're knocking out of the ballpark. People are watching it on TV. They're not going to the games, but they watch it. And as long as you get the viewership numbers up like that and money's being made, they're not going away.
I don't think the bowl games are going to go away. I think what is about to happen, some of the things I've heard, is that with these NIL contracts, they're going to put penalties if they don't play in the bowl games. And
they got to hire them as employees, put them under contract. You play, you get paid. You don't, you're going to get fired. And you're not going to leave and go play for another school until the contract runs out.
Yeah.
You got to hire. You got to do what the NFL does. We've said this for 3 years now.
You got to have an open and close date.
This leaving and going and doing what you want. There's no discipline. How are they going to graduate? How can a kid get a degree? Of course, what some of them are making, do they need one?
Well, so
they need one in economics, money management. That's what they need a degree in. Because
they don't have to go to a class as what we did.
No.
Everything they do is online.
Yeah,
it's on a computer. So you can literally, if you wanted to go to the University of Alabama, you can sit here in Panama City and take all of your classes.
That's what I did.
And then show up for practice whenever they have practice.
I got a doctorate, on radio. Did you like that Kentucky sweatshirt? I mean, did you even wear it?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? It was 20 degrees were the highs up there in Kentucky and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That thing's not only worn, but slightly worn out.
Hey,
my hoodie.
We got all these playoff games left. All of them left. We got Fiesta Bowl, Ole Miss, Miami, Thursday night, 6:30 kickoff on ESPN. And you can listen to it right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Get out to our sponsors and go visit and have a great time there. That Cajun place is knocking it out of the ballpark, man. New Year's Day, I went there around 11 o'clock, and by the time I left, there were not any chairs left. And that's a big facility. People love the 50-cent wings. They love the draft beer. The food there is incredible. Jan Trudy giving back to me like they always do. That Cajun place, that's where you want to go watch these bowl games. Well, I saw so many different. I saw a lot of people from out of town, too. It was like everybody knows about this place.
It was cold up north. Everybody came down here to the
A lot of people were down here. I don't know how the ball drop. I've got to talk about Richard Sanders. The legend, he's retired. His last duty was dropping the ball at the Pier
Beach
Park.
balls, yeah.
Pier Park. Did a pretty good job. He slipped it up. He actually dropped it about 2 minutes too early. People didn't catch it but me. But Richard, besides that, you did a great job. But the service you did for Bay County is incredible. We love you. We hope you have a wonderful retirement. And we're going to get him on the show here pretty soon. But what a man. What a legend. What he's done here. Publix Park, Frank Brown Park, all the different things, all the people they brought in. That was his baby. That ball drop, that was his idea. He made it happen, and now look at the amount of people coming here for that. It's crazy. That's because Richard.
It's because it's a thing now.
Yeah.
Now people are doing whatever they've got to do to
We get so many more people coming down here this time of year because of things that Richard thought up. Why can't we put him in charge of college football? Maybe he can straighten this mess out.
Because he wants to retire.
Yeah. But no, going back to what you were saying, Patrick, we've got to hire them. And they don't want to do that. The universities don't want to do that. There's a reason. There's a lot of reason for what they
need to hire them on multi-year contracts.
Yeah. You can either do it for 1 year, 2 years, 3. But that's like, do what the NFL, whatever the NFL, they got a damn day named it. They own one day of the week. Whatever the NFL's doing is correct. They make an unbelievable amount of money. What they need to do is do exactly what the NFL does. Get us a commissioner. Saban can do it. There's other people that could do it. But you got to hire them as employees. That way they can't transfer out. This is what's killing college football. There's so many structures. Talk all the different fan bases throughout the country. They're sick of seeing their players they used to watch and being developed and get to know them. They're leaving every other year. They're leaving. And it can't go on like that. Who's going to keep paying this money?
There was no I in team.
Yeah, really. It's all about individuals now.
Well, there was a famous guy that said, there's no I in team, but there is in win.
Oh, come on.
That was Jordan.
There is in win.
He did. Well, it's true. I can't push back on that because it's probably true. I can do this, though. I can talk about some of the wonderful people we have.
Money.
We were talking about the great city of Lynn Haven. Pat Prino, city commissioner, does an incredible job. That restaurant's second to that. Go check it out. We had a wonderful time there. But if you're looking for jewelry, you think Russ is happy right now? You think he's happy with his 49ers?
No, definitely not.
I don't know. I think he is. Didn't they win?
No.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. That's sad. I'm really upset about that. Now, I tell you what. Russ, we love you. You talking about doing a great job, though.
Oh, yeah.
You get me people go in there and tell him, hey, we heard it on the radio.
My wife went in there.
Yeah, he was telling me about that. He was telling Julie about it. Julie came in and says, man, you wouldn't believe everybody going there and talking about the show. They said they listen to the show and they go in there and shop, and Russ is real happy. I said, good.
They're listening to the sports blitz in the afternoons.
We ain't talking about that. We're talking about this show. They listen to this show.
They listen to
I ain't selling for them. I'm selling for me. They do. They say it's been great for their advertising.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, get out there to that. Where's that? What's the name at? Where are they located?
830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
In Lynn Haven.
Designer.
That's great. That's great. Go sell advertising with somebody else. That's really good, John. Jota Ward, incredible. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And it could save your life. We lost a strength coach out in Houston because he got skin cancer, didn't take care of it. We don't want that to happen to you. We want you to listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. And if it doesn't look right, feel right, call, make an appointment. If you're listening right now, there's an office near you. Make an appointment. Go see Dr. Ward. The guy is incredible. Patrick, what's up with you? Turpo Pest Control. Man, I want my yard to look better. I don't want bugs in the house. I don't want bugs in the yard. Can you help me?
Yes, and you have to start now.
I got weeds coming up now.
Yep.
And it's winter time.
Well, we have winter weeds that are out there now, but now is the time for your spring and summer plans. You've got to get ahead of what is coming. Valentine's Day, I can just about promise you it's going to be close to 70 degrees. At 70 degrees, all your summer weeds are starting to germinate.
And all those allergies. Oh, boy.
They're coming. Bugs are coming. It's a great time to start. It's a new year. Give us a call at 850-890-5820. We can get out there, get you a game plan, and the most important part, we can execute that game plan to get your yard looking like Coach's over here. Coach's yard looks so good, they closed the golf course behind it.
He brags on it an awful lot.
Well, not all yards look that good. No, I will say that.
But that's because you get out there and pamper it so much yourself.
Yeah,
you get
Patrick
out there
does it. I don't do anything.
You get out there and cut the grass.
I have never cut that grass. I never will. I used to have to cut grass when I was little. I said, I'm never doing this. One day I'm not doing this. And I haven't. I said, I don't care what it costs. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm lazy and proud of it. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
So you've heard the saying that if you love your job, you'll never have to work? Well, it's true.
I've worked for Brock Lawn and Pest Control for many years. The commitment to the needs of customers
and their commitment to each employee makes Brock a company I'm very proud to be a part of.
Brock's core values are also mine. Give people more than they expect and always honor your promises.
This isn't a job. It's a service to help people live a healthier lifestyle.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control. Our family protecting your family.
Every love story deserves a perfect beginning. At Tracy's Fine Jewelry, we believe that your engagement ring should be as unique as your love. Explore our vast selection of certified natural and lab-created diamonds, each hand-picked for brilliance and beauty. Whether you desire the timeless allure of one of our hand-selected engagement rings, or you'd like to custom design the perfect ring, visit us today and let our experts guide you in finding the ring of her dreams, because love deserves the best. Tracy's Fine Jewelry, where love sparkles.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing. Visit them online at HewittTire.com on Airport Road in Panama City. 850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
If aliens showed up tomorrow and said, take us to your leader, you'd bring them to the Coach James Hale Show.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. FSU updates brought to you by Newbies. You want to have a wonderful, outstanding time. And boy, they did. A lot of people back in town, people that went to high school here, people that grew up here. They were back at Newbies at the mothership, seeing one another, having a great time. They had a really great season. Get out to Newbies, have a great time. John and Charlotte always give back to community. And I tell you what, he's looking good. He's back from his hip replacement surgery, playing racquetball. The guy's incredible. And of course, Charlotte's going to have the best entertainment for you at the mothership and all their newbie locations. Go check it out. St. Andrews over there, the big, beautiful blue facility. Great place to go. Have a great time. And of course, Newbies Who on the Curve. Go watch all the bowl games. Now, well, the playoff games are left. NFL. And then, of course, the Fiesta Bowl Thursday night. Peach Bowl will be played Friday night, 6:30. Out of Atlanta. You can watch that there at Newbies too. Then head on down to the mothership and have a wonderful time. You'll be glad you did. Tell them Coach sent you, and we appreciate John Sharp. Love him to death. Newbies, 4 wonderful locations. All right, Pat, what's the deal? Have you heard this lagway to FSU? Anything to this?
We're going to talk about that in a second.
All right, go.
So I'm going to go basketball first, then back into football because there's more to talk about. Basketball, Florida State is on the men's side 7-8. Their last game this past weekend, they lost to Duke in a close one at Duke, 91-87, and they will play NC State at home this weekend. FSU, the football players, 30 players have entered the portal this year. The latest one being their starting punter, who is now going to Texas. They did get one commit in Nehemiah Chandler. He's a defensive back. But the big news for them, the guy staying, Jabril Rawls is going to stay. Deuce Robinson, the biggest one, 1,000-yard receiver this year. Landon Thomas, a sophomore tight end, and Ashlyn Barker, a defensive back who is a redshirt junior, is going to stay. So the big news, like you were just saying, was DJ Lagway was there. I believe is either last night or tonight that is going to look at it. This is a kid that said he hated FSU, but yet he's looking to transfer to FSU. They also looked at 2 other kids. One of the biggest ones out of Auburn, Ashton Daniels, was there yesterday.
Wow.
He would fit a Gus Malzahn offensive scheme extremely well.
Yes, he would. He would.
With some of the players they have, with a Deuce Robinson, I don't know how the offensive line is going to shake out because they have to replace almost all of the offensive line. But with the running backs that they currently have on roster, they're looking at the kid from Texas coming in who was a 1,000-yard rusher. They've got 2 other wide receivers that they're really looking at. But if he was to come in there with his ability to run and how he can throw the ball, he's already got experience. We saw what he did at Auburn last year in the 3 games he got to start.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of potential.
That would be a great fit. I think it's better than a DJ Lagway. DJ could be a great player. I don't think he's developed. I think some of the stuff that we saw last year was he wanted out of Florida early and couldn't go.
I just wonder, we will never know the exact thing that's going on with him. Maybe we will later on, I don't know. But was he really injured? Was that the reason he did not develop like we thought he was going to be? I thought he was going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the SEC, and he wasn't. He didn't look very good at all. His passing, his technique, everything didn't look good. So is it because he was injured, or is it because they just didn't coach him up at Florida, or what? How good do you think he is?
Well, if he plays like he did as a freshman, there's no ceiling. If he plays like he did as a sophomore, we saw all the inequities that he has. Now, was that a part of he's not fully bought in at that point? And if that was the case, do you really want him on your team? As a former coach, if you see a kid that's not giving his best effort at another school, do you want him to play for you?
Yeah, you're right. I don't.
What type of leader is that? That's where I'm at with him.
You know, one thing, too, you talk about all these teams in the playoffs, stuff like that, and you listen to certain coaches talk. The head coach of Indiana talked about the character of his football team. And they had character players at Indiana that gave great effort. And that is, when you can have a great group of individuals, you're not going to do anything with them. But you got a team that cares about each other, loves each other, and gives a great effort, you got a chance to do something special.
One of the coolest things I saw with Indiana, and I don't know if you watched it, was after the game when they announced the offensive player of the game. And it was on the offensive line, and they said the entire offensive line. Yeah. But the reaction of all the other players.
Yeah.
That, to me, said that's a
team. And the Heisman Trophy, the way he acted,
Well, that was more of a team, not a
It's like when Rob walks in here, we're all the team, and when Rob gets here, it just makes it even better. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning. How was your Christmas and your New Year? Well, I heard how it was, so, Happy New Year, too.
Well, let me tell you what day was that game played on? The first, Alabama?
No, that was New Year's Eve.
Okay, yeah. No, that was Ohio State, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it was the first.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, let me see. I got that one wrong. I had Ohio State winning. I had Georgia winning. I lost that one. So I didn't do well.
Well, see, I did good because I didn't make a bunch of posters this weekend and put them on the front of the building.
Hey, I was looking for something out there this morning. I
got it right over there in that box for the afternoon job.
Rob is known in the past to break my heart. Well, that was Saban's last coach. Saban lost to Michigan. You did something, right?
Yes. Well, no, it wasn't. It was back in 23. It's been 2 or 3 years ago.
All right.
It was before. That's when reality sat in for you and said that Alabama is beatable. but I did want to call in this morning and go, Hoosier.
Well, that was funny.
But I will say this. Indiana did act like they've been there before.
They beat Bama like a drum.
Indiana used to have one. Well, they had one heck of a basketball team. They were never really a football team.
Right. Well, think back at Alabama, the SEC championship game. They got destroyed in that ball game.
Yeah.
Then they beat. I gotta give them credit. They beat Oklahoma. I'll talk more about the Bama update. Down 17-0, came back and won the game. We thought maybe we're going to show up and they're going to give great effort and they're going to win this ball game or half a chance. You're an Alabama fan. A lot of Alabama fans heard the name Indiana and they thought there's no way Indiana has better players than Alabama. Alabama's going to win this ball game. A lot of people thought that, and it didn't happen. They got embarrassed. But to see them, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
There was a stat I saw Saturday on Alabama that I thought was really telling. After they got up 17-0 on Auburn, they have been doubled up in scoring. It's like 110 to 54.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's hard to tell really whether they just thought that they were going to, come back and win, how they played. It's...
Well, let's look into
the
SEC.
Something.
Let's look into the mighty SEC.
Let's take a break
first.
They're just not that good.
Because I know you want to get into it.
Yeah, let's take a break, and then we'll come right back. Let's talk about some of our great people we have. Kyle Vandegrift, love him. That guy's had a great Christmas vacation. They've been everywhere. They do great things. Vandy family, legendary family right here. If you're looking for a roof or anything built, general contracting, you name it, anything you want done, they can do it. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design it, they build it, commercial, residential. They can do it all. But if you're looking for a roof, you just got a call from your insurance company. You got a letter. They're going to drop you. Your roof's getting up there in age. Don't panic. Give Kyle the call. They know all the routines. They know what to do, how to take care of it. Don't panic. I'm telling you, Vandy Roofing will take care of you. They're doing a great job. There's no doubt about that. You're talking about J. Michael's Restaurant, 50 years in business. What about Steve's Bike Shop? Same thing, man. Steve's knocked out a ballpark. They've been in business forever. You looking for a bike? Now, we just got through the holidays. Everybody, I've gained 7 pounds in 2 weeks. 7 pounds. I was like,
you need one of them e-bikes.
When I walked in, he said, man, you look fat. He said, your face looks fat.
That's why you're wearing black.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing black.
Well, I thought with the beard, he was getting over his Santa. I thought he was coming down.
It was a Santa Claus beard. I got to get rid of this thing. I can't stand it. But anyway, Steve's Bike Shop, right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street. Go check it out. They got electrical bikes. They got new, used. They got everything. They got this stationary bikes also, too. You're talking about trying to lose weight and stuff like that. They've got it all right there at Steve's Bike Shop. Go check it out. You talking about local. He's a swim coach at Moles. He does an incredible job. And one of my favorite places, one of my favorite people, Jason Stevenson Air Conditioning. They do incredible work. Locals taking care of locals. The most honest guy I know. If you're looking to get a new unit, you better call Stevenson Air Conditioning. You go local. Go somebody's not trying to take every penny out of your pocket. The most honest guy out there, that is Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Give them a call if it breaks down. They'll be out there. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
Who in the Panhandle gives away the best prizes?
ESPN Northwest Florida, and I guess Paul Wilson.
That's right. Come on, man.
We'll take it. Because I never get in on the those clowns in the morning. So.
All right. Well, we appreciate that.
Certainly.
Those clowns in the morning. Oh, gosh.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, partly cloudy and a high of 66 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southeast. A variety of slight fog and some clouds tonight, a light breeze and warm near 59. Slightly foggy and partly sunny and 71 tomorrow. 70 and slight fog in the morning, but otherwise some sun Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, it's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for incredible wings, the best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast menu. Saturday and Sunday starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Got a scratch, dent, or full-blown wreck? Bring it to Recommended Collision Center in Panama City. From small scratches to all-over paint jobs, from fender benders to major collisions, it's Recommended Collision Center. They work with all insurance companies and offer customer pay options too. A family-owned collision center that takes pride in top-quality repairs, friendly service, quick drop-offs, and a fast turnaround. So when life throws you a wreck, they'll help you get amended. Recommended Collision Center, 1329 Jinx Avenue, Panama City.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Bonafide and qualified.
Live and local from the Jane Nichols Studio.
Certified.
From the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Welcome to the Clown Show. Appreciate you listening this morning. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
I forgot my nose.
Hey, you know what? He's right. We are a bunch of clowns here tomorrow. We enjoy it. Yeah.
You would be too if you could get
that was sweet for them to use that as a promo, wasn't that? What a great
really
station.
Nice
really classy.
On their program.
Really classy act by these people.
Well, the guy that called in, I don't hear the phone ringing in there now.
Yeah.
You know, if you try and call in when we had the
clown show,
because them lazy asses don't get out of bed this early. That's what's going on.
Oh, man. But that's a promo. Yeah, that's a good job, Bone Crusher. Appreciate that. Really good. They can kiss my butt, all of them. All right, let's get back. Well, let's talk about the mighty SEC. The mighty SEC.
Well, the cream's come to the top. We always said that Ole Miss is.
You're an ACC guy.
Yeah.
Are you happy to see the SEC look so pitiful?
Oh no. And there was a big thing and a big ruckus over FSU not playing in a bowl game. And I kind of understand part of that is that when most of your players, when you look bad, they were every game that they lost at the end of the year, they should have won all of them by ESPN, the votes. They should have won every game, And FSU lost every game and got embarrassed against Florida.
Yeah. Well, the Vegas. I think most of these bowl games. I think the SEC schools were favored. Not all, but most of them were favored.
Well, and you were talking about when I was coming over here about, the viewership and stuff. If you look at that professional league that comes in and plays in March and April and all that, there's nobody at those games.
Right.
But they're getting TV viewing.
Yeah. As long as they're making money, it's not going to go away.
Right.
I was saying, we were always saying, man, it's going to die out. If it's making money.
Here's the other part of that. With people not being in the stands, it's the cost of the tickets.
Yeah.
The ticket wholesale or the ticket sites that resell the tickets charge way too much in fees. And, you look at somebody like myself. If I want to take me, my son, 2 other people, my wife, my daughter, somebody like that, I don't want to go to a bowl game and spend $1,000 on tickets.
Right.
And
then you walk in,
restaurants.
Well, then you walk in and you're like, I can sit anywhere I want to because there's nobody here. Why did I pay $1,000?
Right.
Yeah.
And you pay
that's on the low
$50
price.
to park. You pay $50 to park. You know, a drink's going to cost you $8. Here's the thing. My family wants to go to the Jacksonville ball game next weekend. You know, tickets are down $400 a piece.
Right.
I got 8 people that want to go. So we got to drive 2 vehicles.
Can I go with you too?
Why not? What's one more? You know, but I'm just saying that they want to go to a professional game. Oh, yeah. So now
I'll buy you Burger
Now we're in
King.
3 vehicles.
I'll buy a meal from J. Michaels.
But back to the ACC. I don't know what the answer is. Kids are not there to play except for one thing, and that's themselves. You don't see people putting out the effort, you know. I just don't. I don't know what the answer is, you know. It's just really hard. And you're talking about people not going. Alabama, and you said that
73,000. I think it says 73,000 Indiana fans were there at the game.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Crazy.
I looked at because the boat. Pasadena didn't look that big to me. I said, "Well, how many?" And it's 91,000 is max is what they see now.
Yeah,
you know.
Jeremy was at the game. He says like not many Bama people there.
Right, but Alabama people traveled the week before to play. You know, in
Oklahoma,
play Oklahoma. Yeah. You know,
and then they had to travel.
And then they had to travel.
Go back and look at the Orange Bowl. Oregon had to travel the furthest anyone. Right. And Texas Tech, that was a long trip for Texas Tech fans, too, so there was hardly anybody at that game.
But that's the problem with the bowl games right now, the way they got the playoff.
Yeah.
You're playing games across the country instead of in a regional section.
You would think they would look at that.
Why did
But here's the thing. They don't care about people in the stands. If they did, they would have done that already. Yeah. It's about the TV money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I wish they would do that. Like Oregon's playing Texas Tech. Let them play it. They should have played in the Fiesta Bowl.
No doubt. I mean, Alabama should have played in the Orange Bowl or the Cotton Bowl, and they did have 2 more local teams playing the Cotton Bowl.
Right.
But you had 2 teams that passed each other flying across country. Right. Alabama passed Oregon flying across country to go play in California, and Oregon went all the way to Miami. They could not have traveled any further.
Here, look at this. The Pop-Tarts Bowl, if you didn't watch that, the biggest viewership they've had since 1991. They had 8.7 million people watching this game. Pinstripe Bowl game, the best on record. Clemson, Penn State, 2 big names. 7.6 million watched that game up in New York, which nobody was in the stadium. The Gator Bowl, they had the best since 2009. They had over 6 million watch that game. The Rate Bowl, ESPN had that was on ESPN, 4.4 million watched, the best since 2011. The LA Bowl, it was on ABC, 3.8 million, the best ever to watch that bowl game. The Respondents Bowl, ESPN, 3.1 million, the best ever to watch that one. Texas Bowl, ESPN. Now, that one was not a home run. They had 2.9. Who played in that? LSU and who beat Houston?
I watched that.
LSU Houston. That was actually
a good game.
Yeah. Hawaii Bowl on ESPN, 2.7 million, the best since 2013. Hawaii Bowl. Everybody, I never got excited about that.
Hawaii Bowl.
I don't even know who played.
It was off at a near. It was out
on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
They were competing against somebody. It wasn't really, normally that bowl is on.
But that's the best
Christmas
TV.
Day.
That's the best TV they've had since 2013.
For the most part, I'll say one of the things that they did this year with the bowl games that they haven't done in years past is they separated them so you didn't have 3 or 4 bowl games all at one time.
Right.
On TV.
And a lot of them were, not on Tuesday night.
It wasn't during the middle of the day.
Right. Yeah.
The Military Bowl on ESPN had 2.5 million, the best since 2018. So, we pointed out nobody goes to bowl games. They're making money. They're happy. They're advertising, paying for advertisement, are happy with what's happened right here.
Well, and as far as the bowls go, because of the ticket websites that resell the tickets, those games are sold out.
Yeah.
Because those companies go in there and they buy all of those tickets and then resell them, and you can't get a ticket.
Yeah.
Without paying that big price.
No, I guess Notre Dame not being in the bowl games didn't hurt the viewership like we thought. like they thought.
Yeah.
Not us, but what they thought.
But they had, look how many teams are there that's never been there before. So they did travel well because they've never been there before, you know, and they didn't, like I said, Alabama, you know, it's just another bowl game. Let's wait till they win, and then we'll go to the national championship game.
Yeah, I think you saw that with Georgia.
Yeah,
they were Ole Miss took over New Orleans. There were a lot of Ole Miss fans down there, and of course it's right there in Mississippi, a lot closer. But that was like their Super Bowl. Georgia's been there, done it. They played there last year, lost Notre Dame.
And they had just played 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. Yeah. So I mean,
yeah.
Well, there was a lot of Ole Miss fans that said if they didn't go to the Sugar Bowl this year, they don't know if it's going to be another 57, 60 years before they go back.
And speaking of that, I don't know. I had to ask LSU Jeff what's going on with that. How many? I saw it, and I didn't really look at it closely, so I don't have enough information to really talk about it. But the coaches, they're going to stay and finish out, and the coaches that are not. I know Lane wanted them back on campus recruiting this past weekend. I get it. I get both sides.
Let me ask you something. If you're Charlie Weiss Jr. and that's your team and you're running it or whatever, and Lane says you come today or you're not going to coach here next year. Okay. I get a job anywhere in the United States I want to tomorrow.
You can stay at Ole Miss.
I would stay at Ole Miss until it's all over with. And I would have more respect for him than for me to cower down and run to see, because Lane Kiffin said you got to lead that program, you got to come to us. They're on their own.
Yeah, who's right and wrong? Nobody, because it's the way the calendar's set up. It's the NCAA screwed this thing up. The coaches screwed this thing up.
Right.
They want all these kids out of high school, second semester, they want them in their campus, going through winter workouts, getting them ready for the next year. And in the old days, we never had that happen, and we survived without it.
I used to really like Lane Kiffin. Watching his whenever they played, I tried to watch Ole Miss because I liked his offense. I liked the way he communicated with his quarterbacks. When he was at Alabama and Coker they won the national championship. You know, he was running up and down the field, you know, and Coker would, before the ball snapped, looking, Lane would tell him where to go and all that. I love that. Now, I care nothing about Lane Kiffin. I hope that Mississippi, Ole Miss, I hope they win it all. And Lane Kiffin does not get a ring. And I don't know why LSU is paying him if they win, unless it was something to get him to come on and leave early.
Well, that's what happened. And I don't blame Lane Kiffin for going to LSU. I blame the way he has and what he has done.
Right.
And the way he's handling himself even after the fact of, it's my ball, and if you don't come with me, you can't use my ball.
Yeah.
And if I'm Charlie Weiss or one of those coaches over there, I would look at that as a loyalty thing, and everybody's big on loyalty. And he's literally saying, if you're not with me, you're against me. You can't go chase your dream.
Right.
Yeah, you got a chance to win a national championship, and you can't stay there and do that. If I'm Charlie Weiss, I'm like you. I'm telling him, kick rocks.
Right.
Because Georgia will possibly looking for a new offensive coordinator.
Florida State doesn't know what they're doing.
There's rumors that there's a lot of unhappy fans at Georgia that wants Bobo gone.
Yeah, that's every year with him.
Well, but there was also a statement from one of the big boosters that said as long as he is the offensive coordinator, they will not win a national championship.
And he'd be first on the list next year to be a head coach somewhere.
Let's take a break. Let's talk about some of our wonderful, outstanding, unbelievable sponsors. Love all of you. Max Food Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make it happen. Looking forward to Jason tomorrow. I guarantee you, he knows what he's talking about. The guy's incredible. And the other thing I love about them, they got 2 great locations, Pier Park, 23rd Street, but you can try it before you buy it. Where else can you get that?
You can't get that anywhere, any company.
Before you buy it. Are you
and
kidding
it works.
Me? Yeah. Also, let's talk about, Rob, what do you, well, never mind. I'll get ready to do something. I'll probably get in trouble if I did that. Better not do that.
What?
No.
Come on.
No.
He's in one of those moods this morning. So
yeah.
He was
don't edge him on.
All right. Again, that Cajun place, this is where you want to go watch all the big ball games, Thursday night, Friday night, if you're on Panama City Beach. Go check it out. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. Thursday night, Fiesta Bowl. Friday night, Peach Bowl, and then you got the NFL playoffs starting Saturday and Sunday and Monday night. I watched the game last night. It was incredible. I'll talk about that if we have a chance later. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your home for college basketball. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida Gator basketball returns Tuesday.
And it goes in at the buzzer.
It's the Florida Gators versus the number 22 Georgia Bulldogs.
Three-pointer, clutch it in.
We'll have live play-by-play from the Stephen C. O'Connell Center in Gainesville Tuesday starting at 6.
Oh, you saw that coming, Rap.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, partly cloudy and a high of 66 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southeast. A variety of slight fog and some clouds tonight, a light breeze and warm near 59. Slightly foggy and partly sunny and 71 tomorrow. 70 and slight fog in the morning, but otherwise some sun Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
WPLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lumen. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Contractors, when your job site needs materials fast, trust the local team that delivers. Mid-South Lumber Company brings you reliable job site delivery, in-house credit, and competitive pricing on everything from lumber to doors, windows, and more. Plus, their unmatched customer service has your back through every step of the build, making ordering, delivering, and the whole process easier for you. Support local. Build with Mid-South Lumber Company. Mid-South Lumber in Panama City on 11th Street or on Highway 231 in Youngstown.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
He's the sexiest man on the planet.
Live and local from the J. Michael Studio on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Alabama update. Right about Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason, love you, brother. Graduated from Mosley High School, starts a business, and he has knocked it out of the ballpark. Home run every time. They've expanded throughout the Panhandle of Florida. I see a truck in Bay Point all the time. If you have any kind of problem, you call them anytime, day or night. They're there for you. Get it serviced about every 6 months, right before winter, right before summer. If you hadn't done that, get it done now. Give them a call. They'll come out. They'll coach you up, tell you what you need to do to keep the house warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. But the thing about Jason, they're the most honest people out there. They don't try to take every penny out of your pocket. Go local. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did. All right, Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's not all that bad. We played the first round of playoffs. We won the football game. Matter of fact, let's look at every New Year's Six bowl game. Alabama's record in the big ones. They're 5-4 overall in the Cotton Bowl. They're actually 1-1 in the Fiesta Bowl. I think this is since the playoffs too. I don't think this is all time. And maybe it is all time. Orange Bowl, they're 5-4. Peach Bowl, they're 1-0. Who'd they beat in the Peach Bowl? Anybody know? Anybody remember? I want to think it was Washington. It was Washington a while back. Now, this is all-time. Rose Bowl, Alabama's record's 5-3-1. Sugar Bowl, Alabama's 10-7 in the Sugar Bowls. So not great, not bad. Pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. First round of the playoffs, we played Oklahoma. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't believe they could. I didn't think they'd win the ball game after the first half. I thought we were going to get blown out. It was 17-0. Alabama fought back, and they win the bowl game. They looked good. They beat Oklahoma 34-24. And you would think, wow, maybe we got this thing corrected. Maybe we got this thing rolling in the right direction. Then we go play a really good Big Ten champion, the number one team in the country, and we got embarrassed. We got destroyed by Indiana. Rob, watching that ball game, what's your thoughts on it?
Well, I was probably like any other Alabama fan. Okay, any minute we're going to get it corrected. And then when there was 2 minutes left in the game, you go like, it's a little late. They just didn't.
It got bad. It got worse.
Think Indiana was a lot better than what people thought. You know, nobody in this part of the country watched them on Fox during the year.
You're right.
They watched them, in their conference game.
Everybody watched them beat Ohio State.
Ohio State, and then they said, "Well, is Ohio State just that good, or is they just not that good, or what? What's the deal?" But Ohio State was bad about not showing up at some big games against,
Well,
Michigan
Ohio State's offense at that game in the Cotton Bowl. It's who they played against. Oh. Indiana's defense is good. Miami, you pointed out, their defensive front's good.
My take on the Alabama-Indiana game is kind of my take on Alabama the whole year. And it's going to make Coach a little upset.
No, it's not.
Or at least some Alabama fans, but Alabama was soft.
Absolutely. I've said
Indiana came out, and there was two things that I saw as a big problem for Alabama this year. They were soft physically, and they still lacked discipline.
Yeah.
Indiana came out, and every play I watched, assignment discipline. They were always in position. They were always where they were supposed to be. And then they would hit you hard. They didn't back away from some tackles. And I saw some of the Alabama guys, and it reminded me of some of the, like when Alabama played Florida State at the beginning of the year, there was guys avoiding hits.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was because they were afraid a penalty's going to be called or the mentality of it.
Yeah.
I watched that game. I watched Ole Miss and Georgia play that night, and you saw some real big-time hits on both sides. They got after each other. Yes. They were hitting each other. You didn't see that in the Rose Bowl. You saw Indiana delivering licks. You didn't see Alabama delivering licks. You didn't.
No.
I mean, you didn't.
And the biggest thing I saw with Alabama was their star players disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, let me go back to something positive about Alabama. Now that when they beat Oklahoma, they've set a record. They're the most 11 win seasons in college football history. They got I think over 28 11 win seasons. They lead the country in that. But that didn't get them the win they needed to get against Indiana. Indiana 38, Alabama 3. Passing yards, Indiana 192, Alabama 170. Rushing yards, here we go again. When has Alabama really stopped a good rushing team the entire year? Who do they stop? There's a good rushing team the entire year. Alabama gave up 218 yards on the ground, and they rushed for 23 yards. 23 yards.
I do have a question, though. So when Ty Simpson gets pulled out of the game, and they put in Mack, why didn't they put in the freshman?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that.
I mean,
this freshman we got, I keep hearing, and I saw him play one game. I saw him play twice, and I talked to people. He's unbelievable. This guy's special. And why they don't, I don't know. They're worried that somebody else going to try to steal it. I don't know.
Well, here's my thing. At that point in the game, you have nothing. You have nothing to lose because you're already losing.
If Ty Simpson's been hurt the last 5 games like they're talking about, why would you not play the guy that's healthy? I didn't see a big drop-off when Ty Simpson left the game.
Well, I go back to the beginning of the season, and they talked about how close those three were.
Yeah.
Preseason, and Ty Simpson just barely beats them all out. Well,
if it's not working, why not change something?
Total offense, Indiana had 410 yards, Alabama 193. Ty Simpson was 12 of 16 for 67 yards. He got hit in the ribs. I think it might have been a cracked ribs. I'm not sure. He got hit pretty hard, and he tried to go back in the ballgame, and then they pulled him because he was injured. Indiana's quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner, was 14 out of 16 passes. 14 out of 16. 192 yards, 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. Rushing, Hale, Alabama, number 4, had 5 carries for 13 yards. Indiana, they're Black, I think, is their leading rusher, 15 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. Listen to this, though. First downs, Alabama had 11, Indiana had 22. Third downs, you win and lose ball games on third down most of the time. Alabama was 3 of 11. That's it, 3 of 11. Indiana, 9 of 14. We couldn't get them off the field. We couldn't stop them. We couldn't stop the rushing attack. Alabama ran the ball 17 times for a total net positive 23 yards. Indiana ran the ball 50 times for 218 yards. You took my thunder there a minute ago, Big Daddy. Alabama's soft. Alabama's outcoached. Alabama was outplayed. The better team won that ball. It's not even close. We all know that. It's not even close. But I grew up used to watching Alabama play, and I'm getting up there in age. I've never seen them within 2 years become so weak and not attack like you're talking about. Alabama always would hit you in the pass. Bear Bryant, Gene Stallings, Saban, even the bad years they got after people. The last time we got embarrassed like this was by Arkansas. And I think Houston Nutt was the coach of Arkansas when that happened. But this...
I'll go out on
within three. We lost the SEC championship game, got embarrassed there. You beat Oklahoma, then you fall apart again. There's no consistency. And we're talking about giving this coach an extension. I don't want him fired. I think he's a good coach. I don't want us to do what Florida State did. Panic. He wants to leave. Let him go.
I think
don't sign him to an extension.
I think he made a critical bad decision his first year.
What about a fourth down play?
This is before all of that. He fired the strength and conditioning coach that had been there. Let him go, and brought in another guy, and since
all
then it's been
recruiters.
downhill.
Yeah, and they got rid of some great recruiters there. I don't know. I do think we got to give him his 4 years. You got to give a guy time to go in there and see what he can do, get his players in there. I think he's a really good coach, but
that
to win
point
the SEC,
right there,
you better be physical.
The problem is right now you can't get your players in there. You can't keep them.
Yeah.
You get 2 or 3, and then, the money and the grass.
And everybody goes, who are you going to get? Listen, people, there's coaches out there that are assistant coaches that are great coaches. People just don't know much about them. There are coaches out there that can get it done.
Right. Well, yeah.
I do. I believe that.
And it's the finding the right guy to come in there and
but I go back and watch him practice. Jamie goes up there and she'll film practice. They can only get a certain period. And she gives me a lot of inside information, things like that. But I watch how they practice Alabama now compared to how they practiced when Saban was there. You go to Georgia, watch Kirby Smart's practice. You'll be impressed. Lane Kiffin's practice at Ole Miss are pretty good. But you're going to play like you practice.
Miami's coach is
he's hard nosed.
He's hard nosed.
Yeah. In the SEC to survive, I think you got to be a physical football team. You got to hit people. And Alabama didn't do that. But when you stand around and practice and you don't go hard in practice, you're not going to go hard in the game. I'm not saying that happens to Alabama every day. I'm not saying it happens at all. But something isn't right.
Yeah. When their corners and their safeties used to come downhill, once they made their decision to come,
they
were coming.
They'd strike you.
Would hit you.
Well, I will say this, and really, we didn't have the talent on that football team like we've had in the past, and they did a good job, I think, getting the most of it out of them. But the physical part, I can't stand watching that. We're not a very physical football team. Everybody says we're a soft football team. The dynasty's dead, buried, and over. Now, how's the SEC? Is the SEC dead, buried, and over?
No.
It's just...
All right, let's take a break. And we get back, we'll jump into the Auburn Tigers. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Hey, get out to the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. They have a great time. The legend, 50 years in business. His birthday was yesterday. If you see him today or tomorrow, tell him happy birthday. The legendary J. Michael's. You'll be glad you did. The food's incredible. Every Wednesday, world famous J. Michael's spaghetti. Also, if you're over in Lynn Haven, you're looking... that gift, somebody you love, somebody brings you donuts, somebody's been good to you.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get somebody like that a necklace, a ring, something. You need to do that, Wildcat. Okay. Where can we go? Who can we see? Who can help us?
All you got to do is go talk to Russ and Amber at 830 Highway 77. Maybe you spend a little too much money at Christmas time. If you've got any old gold or old silver jewelry, that stuff is at an all-time high. Take it up there. They'll purchase it off of you. They'll give you better money than anybody else in the area. All you got to do is go to David Adams and Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
In Lynn Haven, and we'll be right back. 104.3. I love Stevenson Air Conditioning. Thank you for the Alabama Up, and Jay. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida is your spot for college basketball.
And it goes in at the buzzer. Got it.
Listen to select games from the LSU Tigers, Florida Gators, the Auburn Tigers, and the biggest games around the country play here.
Three-pointer, clutch it in. Oh, you saw that coming, Rap.
The most live college basketball in the Panhandle.
Game is over.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida and the ESPN Northwest Florida app.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, partly cloudy and a high of 66 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southeast. A variety of slight fog and some clouds tonight, a light breeze and warm near 59. Slightly foggy and partly sunny and 71 tomorrow. 70 and slight fog in the morning, but otherwise some sun Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorrento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
And here we go. The #1 SEC call-in show is now twice as big. The Paul Feinbaum Show. Weekday evening 6 to 10. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, I saw a picture on Facebook, Coach Bryant and Shug. It was in Birmingham, Iron Bowl, and brought back great memories. Bear had his hat on, Shug had his white hat on. And I can remember as a kid, we used to get in the car and drive on Wire Road. And early Saturday morning up to Auburn and watch Auburn. We'd go watch them play Chattanooga. You know, not some of the bigger guys. We did get into the Georgia, I think it was Georgia Tech. Or it wasn't Georgia. I can't remember. It was a bigger game. But going there and watching those games, you look down that field and you see Shug. He had like a white windbreaker on and a white cap. You knew, I mean, it was just unbelievable. And then, of course, you go to Alabama games, you find the Bears hat that you know where he was at. But just great memories, great times. Grew up listening to Shug's show. And then Coach Bryant's show after. I think Shug came on first. I can't remember who came on first in Montgomery. But we'd all be playing, and we'd run inside for 2 hours to watch those shows. They weren't 30-minute shows. They were an hour long.
Right. Out.
And watch them.
He had the Golden Flakes on one side and the Coca-Cola on the other.
Yeah.
And then if you'll remember, when Pat Dye came, when he first went to Auburn, they had Coke, and then the next year it was Pepsi.
He changed to Pepsi, yeah.
Because you know why? They talked about this at Auburn. He didn't want to be exactly like Bear Bryant. He wanted his own brand.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they would laugh about
notice he didn't go to Lay's chips.
No, he kept Golden Flake.
Golden Flake.
He stayed with Golden Flake.
Yep. They all did. I mean, everybody.
But there was another thing about it, though, that he said, and it was funny. He talked about he didn't want red and white in the stadium at all. So when he said that, the university switched all of their concessions to Pepsi.
Yeah.
There was no Coke products or Coca-Cola. There was no red and white Cokes. Yeah. But before that, there was.
But like Bill Peterson in Tallahassee, he had Golden Flake. And you'd have thought Golden Flake would have been the biggest potato chip company in the world.
Well, but that
Great
story
pair, says the bear.
That story is similar to what at FSU. They don't have Gatorade inside any of the facilities. No. And one of the transfers at Florida State, it was last year or the year before, walked in with a Gatorade bottle. And two of the players stopped him before he could get fully inside, said, throw that away. That's not allowed here. And he's like, are you kidding me? And they said no. And then they told him the backstory that it was, invented in Gainesville and all. And
yeah.
I used to love listening to him talk. Suge was a dang war hero. Fought World War II. I mean, Coach Bryant even said Coach Bryant loved him. He went to his funeral. They say bury him out. I think tears out. His family saw him in the back, and Miss Jordan, and then they had him come up front at the funeral. But you're talking about a war hero, World War II, what he did over in Germany is incredible. They were just both, just growing up in that state for 25 years, having two legends like that was incredible. And we're so used to Alabama and Auburn being really good in football. It's kind of sad what we see right now. And all you Bama fans, you better be careful. You don't think it can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. Look at Nebraska. Nebraska was good all those years. They're terrible now. They went to the Big Ten. They're still terrible. But let's look at Auburn. Why are players leaving? It's not just Auburn. It's everywhere. But they threw this in there. You look at their two biggest rivals, Alabama and Georgia. Since 2014, Auburn has watched their two biggest rivals really control college football. Those two teams since 2014 have won a combined 5 national championships, 14 college football appearances, 10 SEC championships, and their record against them, 22-3. 22-3. Meanwhile, at Auburn, national champs since 2014, 0. College playoff appearance, 0. SEC championships, 0. Conference losing seasons, 5. That's the thing that blows my mind. I can't comprehend Auburn football has lost 5 losing seasons in a row. That's hard to believe that has happened. And next year, who knows? But let me put this out there right now for all you Auburn fans. Everybody kind of laughed at Indiana. They hired a guy from James Madison. And all of a sudden, all these players show up from James Madison. And what happened? Indiana became pretty good. From James Madison players. Look at Southern Mississippi. They hadn't done anything. They hired a coach from Marshall. A lot of Marshall players came in. Southern Mississippi just went to a bowl game. We didn't think that was going to happen anytime soon. So if you're at Auburn and all these guys, you got some concerns. When Coleman leaves, they've lost some great players. I had no doubt about that. They might get some of them back. We don't know. But it's not the end of the world. He just got the quarterback from South Florida. He's getting a lot of kids from South Florida to come play for him. It's worked out these other schools. Don't panic. Calm down. This is going on everywhere. You're an Auburn guy. What you thought on all this stuff that's happened to Auburn?
One of the things I heard recently, it has to do with the NIL money, where Hugh Freeze overpaid quite a few players, and Golich has said, no, we're not doing that. You're going to come here, you're going to work, you're going to earn what you're going to do. And I see a change in mentality happening versus what was going on before.
I watched this guy work at South Florida. He's a coach. If you love offense, he's going to be fine. He's going to get players in there. But you're right about the NIL money. How much money do they got to spend right now?
Well, they spent a lot on the players and retaining players the previous years, and they're not spending the amount of money on those particular players that they did in the past. But if you go to Golich, if I am not mistaken, Rob will be able to tell you, when he was at Tennessee, they had a different mentality also in physical toughness, and then when he left, some of that went away within their program, and he took it to South Florida, put it there.
Well, regardless how it goes next year, they got to quit firing coaches every 2 years. You got to put somebody in there and leave them. That's like me at Alabama. I'm okay with coach giving him at least 2 more years at Alabama. At least 2 more.
Well, to me, though, you got to show some progress. And that's where I have, which they gave the coach at Florida State, they gave him all that money and extension and everything else. But he has not done anything without Jordan Travis being on the field. regardless of what you say. He hasn't brought in new people. And if you look, pros, college, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a good quarterback and good playmakers on your offense, kids that can catch, you see players nowadays, they make unbelievable catches, and then you see these teams that are falling off, a guy's running wide open down the field, you hit him right in the hands and he drops it. You just don't. Everybody says, "Oh, the quarterback threw him open." No, that receiver made a heck of a catch.
Well, part of that is getting physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off the ball.
Right.
We talked about Alabama being a little soft, but that's one of the things I saw against Indiana in several of their games. I've seen it some with Auburn, even with Cam Coleman. In certain games, when Cam played against Vanderbilt, he wasn't soft. He was very physical. He engaged the defensive back, threw him out of his way, pushed. He got more physical. He caught more passes.
Right.
I want to talk about Cam Coleman. That to me, that's the superstar. Everybody in the country wants the guy. The guy's an incredible football player. He's a 5-star, come out of high school, play as a freshman. He is the superstar at Auburn. Texas thinks, they more or less think they've got him now. Ohio State's going hard after him. Alabama's got a visit. Now, Alabama hired Nix. He coached him. He was OC, coached these guys. Don't sleep on Alabama getting him either. Alabama might pull in and get him.
The one I think is going to hurt him worse is the linebacker.
What's the deal with Bruce Knight? I mean,
Deuce Knight.
Yeah, he's gone.
I've heard he's transferring out, just like Daniels is.
Yeah,
they're starting over at quarterback.
Well, he gets his feelings hurt. The guy from South Florida is coming. The quarterback from there is coming. So you would think that's going to be the starting quarterback. So I kind of see where the other guys are coming from. He's bringing his own guy in. We get that. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm not going to sit around.
Here's a completely different perspective. I had a conversation with a football player this past year, and I literally told him, now he's a junior, so it's a different scenario than Deuce Knight, but I said, if they're not going to play you, you have to go somewhere where you're going to play. You only get one shot at this. It's your life. You can have loyalty to a university to a certain extent, but if they're not going to play you and you're good enough to play, you need to go play somewhere, especially if your dream is to get to the league.
Well, loyalty anymore is not where it's at when it comes to college sports, regardless. And it really can't, you got to look out for, I hate to say it, got to look out for number one. And these guys now are can walk away with $1 million in the bank. Can you imagine getting out of college and already having $1 million in the bank? That's pretty good.
It's a good start to life.
It's not the players, it's these agents are in their head telling them what they do. And agents all care about trying to make every penny they can for their individual client and themselves. So they're the ones behind this. And you got some parents that don't know what they're talking about behind this. Some people like that, go do this, go make more money.
I can tell you one right now. He was at Florida State, Rodney Hill. His dad ruined his NIL at Florida State. He transferred to FAMU, didn't last but a couple weeks there. He's at Arkansas now, but he didn't want to go to Arkansas. He didn't want to leave Florida State, but that was one of those, just like what you're talking about, bad advice.
All right.
And bad advice comes sometimes with good intentions.
Well, Auburn's lost 15 key players, and let's see how many key players they bring in. We can all take the negative, like, man, it's falling apart. They lost 15 good players. Let's see what he brings in.
Well, sometimes that superstar is a superstar on one team and not on yours.
Yeah, but you go back to the Rose Bowl. Look at all the 5 and 4 stars on Alabama's roster compared to Indiana's. The best team won, not the best individual players. The best team won.
And back to the year when FSU was so good, Fisk and Verse both were, portal guys. Mm-hmm. And they both got drafted by the Rams, and they're both started their rookie year for the Rams. They were portal guys, and they dominated
both years.
They dominated the line of scrimmage, the defensive line of scrimmage for that year.
Now, and they made the other guys on the other side of that defensive line of scrimmage look good.
Yeah,
because they got so much attention.
Yep.
All right, we will be right back. Rob, thank you for those delicious donuts. Thank you for coming in. You got to go? You got to stay?
Yeah, I'm fixing to run.
Get ready to get back into the real world?
Yeah.
Patrick, what's the best way to get up with you? I want my yard to look good. I don't want any bugs in the house, only bugs in the yards. What can I do? Who do I call? And what will you do?
Well, one of the ways to get up in touch with us is just go to Facebook. Look us up on Turf Pro PC. Go ahead, hit the follow button. We're going to be announcing some special deals that we're going to go throughout the year that are only going to be on Facebook to those people. We can come out to your house. We can get rid of the bugs. We can keep bugs from getting in the house. We can take your yard from whatever condition it is now to make it look good. Right now is the time to start. Like I said earlier, the spring weeds are about to start germinating. We're 30 to 45 days away getting your yard ready for summer. But summer's coming, spring's coming. Now's the time to get those bugs eradicated from your house so you can live bug-free and enjoy your backyard.
And everybody wants to live bug-free. Everybody wants a beautiful yard. Patrick, Turf Pro Pest Control can make it happen for you. Also, don't forget about if you're looking for a new roof, Vandy Roofing. General contracting, they can build, design anything. Commercial, residential, they can do it all. The Vandy family, legendary family here in Panhandle, Florida. Great people. They've had so many different lives. It's incredible what his mother and father's done. But their business, Kyle's done a great job. Everything he opens knocks a home run. The guy's unbelievable. Listen to him every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?
You can't fix stupid, but you can divorce it.
The new Sports Blitz. Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming.
And on behalf of 70% of the Alabama fan base,
Feel the burn.
we want a damn divorce.
The Red 70s studio line.
You cannot give LSU extra opportunities.
850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida.
He has not turned the ball over.
Get in the game.
Get ready for the season of hits, catches, and smiles. Registration for the Panama City Little League Spring 2026 season is officially open. Baseball and softball for boys and girls ages 4 through 12, and co-ed t-ball for our youngest players. Don't strike out. Registration is open now through January 10. Season runs March 7th through May 16th. To sign up a player, volunteer, or coach, visit the Panama City Little League at registration.bluesombrero.com/85161.
This is Patrick with Turf Pro Pest Control. Do you want a great-looking lawn? Call Turf Pro. We will come out to your property and make a customized plan for your lawn. Then we will do the most important part, execute that plan. Turf Pro is a locally owned and operated company. We take pride in making your lawn beautiful. Call Turf Pro. You will love your lawn. The blue and yellow trucks make your lawn green. Find us on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
When it comes to backyard dreams, trust the name that's been making waves for over 65 years. Cox Pools. Serving the entire Florida Panhandle, Cox Pools brings experience, innovation, and quality to every custom pool design. From luxurious spas to resort-style pools, no vision is too big. Make your backyard the place to be with Cox Pools. Cox Pools, 65 years strong and still making a splash. Visit coxpools.com or call 850-235-7957.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. What's it? Hey, I love
Rob
left the building. Rob's leaving the building as we speak. Love Rob. All right, I want to ask you this.
Got a real job.
I want to ask both of you something like this. It's just a new world. College football has changed so much, so quickly. And we're so used to seeing the playoffs where you have Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama, Georgia. This is the first time that none of those schools are where we're at right now. In the past, you could count on one of those schools to be where we're at this weekend or this week. That's not weekend, Thursday and Friday. And people were asking me, why are the games not being played this weekend? Because the NFL has their playoff games.
They got 6 games in one day or something like that.
They got one Monday night. The Steelers playing Houston, I think. So the games are being played Thursday and Friday.
It's called captive audience. There's nothing else on Thursday. Friday's going to be a little tougher. But everybody that goes out to eat in bars and all that stuff can watch the game then.
Saturday and Sunday are spoken for.
But get back now, the true blue bloods, what's it mean to be a blue blood anymore? Indiana's not a blue blood. Ole Miss is not a blue blood. Look at the win-loss records.
Team member anymore. Nothing. Yeah. NIL's destroyed it all.
Well, it's destroyed it all, but it's also made teams like Indiana.
Well, if you know how to play
basketball team,
if you know how
now
to play
a great football
that
team.
Game, if you know how to play that game, then you're going to have a good, successful team.
Yeah.
One of the things I'll say about Indiana, and you can say it about Georgia, when Alabama had Nick Saban, there's a certain type of personality that the coach has to have with a certain type of character, and when that guy has all of those, players just come.
Yeah.
And they play for them.
It's called charisma.
Well, charisma, yeah, but there's something. Bear Bryant used to do it. Pat Dye, Bobby Bowden.
And reputation.
They would
when
get
coaches
something.
leave the team, right at the end of the season, before the season is over with, and the coach says, I'm going to some other school, they're paying me more money. He walks out the door, and the team goes, what happened to the team?
Oh, what I'm talking about is you get some coaches out there that the kids will try and run through a steel wall for him.
Yeah.
When they can't. And they know they can't, but they're still going to do it.
What thanks do they get?
Oh, and then you have other coaches that, they won't go through the open door for him.
Yeah.
Because there's no motivation. There's nothing on the backside.
See how we're picking on coaches, Coach?
Yes.
Well, everybody wants to talk about the portal and how they changed Indiana. Yes, the portal has helped them, but I think the coach is the reason all of those kids are there. It's not Indiana. We know that. Why is it? It's the coach. He brings something to the table at Indiana that has never been there before. Just like when Nick Saban came to Alabama wasn't good during that time. And within a very short period of time, they're competing for national championships. When Kirby went to Georgia, they had a good team, but they weren't competing for national championships. It's the type of guy those guys are that bring it to the table, and the kids outperform what their abilities are.
You knocked it out of the ballpark. I'm agreeing with everything you said. Some people have the ability to do it and some don't. There's very few that can take them to the top. The Bear was the master. Saban's the master at it. Kirby Smart's the master at it. The guy at Indiana, I'd love to have him at Alabama right now. Go back to last year. Let's go to last year. Playoff teams right now, the Final Four last year. Ohio State, Texas, Notre Dame, Penn State. This year, I thought for sure Ohio State would be in there. I thought for a fact Ohio State would be there. We thought going in, Texas would be there. They're ranked number 1 preseason, number 1, number 2, whatever poll you want to look at. They're not there. They didn't get in. Notre Dame didn't get in. Penn State fired their coach. And now you look at this year's teams that are in there. Oregon, Indiana, Ole Miss, and Miami. And Ole Miss is doing it with their head coach left them.
Yeah.
And Golding walks in there. Is he the next Ryan Day walked into born on third base?
Is it so much him, or is it the coaching staff that stayed?
Yeah. Well, I was sitting there thinking Ole Miss compared to
I can
Ohio
see Ole
State,
Miss
big
being
difference.
one of those schools that was there then and are there now.
Yeah.
I can see that one. All the other schools.
I don't see Ole Miss staying at the very top very long because the SEC.
But at least they're there.
It's so tough. We can't win one bowl game. We had one win.
Yeah.
They give us credit for 2. That was Alabama beating Oklahoma. Texas beating Michigan was our big deal. That's sad.
Yep.
That is sad. You're talking about the SEC, the mighty SEC that we all love saying it means more. We all rub it in everybody's face. That's the reason a lot of people hate the SEC.
Yeah.
ACC people hate us. Big Ten people hate us. Big 12.
Rome is falling.
Yeah, but you got to get. You know what though? When it happens, you got to give the other team credit. What if the Big Ten? What if Indiana or Oregon win the national championship? That'd be three in a row. 3 in a row. We talked about this 3 years ago. They got all the big cities now. They got 3 TV networks. We got really ESPN, ABC, same thing. We gave up CBS. And then they got more money than we do. Well, we still got a lot of money. We can't use money as an excuse. But sure has changed. We need to go back the old ways where you couldn't cheat. You couldn't buy them. Well, you had to be honest.
Once we get
the old ways of the SEC.
The old days when you could leave a briefcase at a doorstep.
McDonald's bag.
Yeah, there you go. That's our favorite one.
Yeah.
There.
The mother bought the car. What? What car?
Maybe this coming year the dust will start to settle. You know, they'll get things figured out to where it's fair play for everybody.
Listen to this real quick.
Okay.
These are the blue bloods of college football. These are the winningest teams of all time. Michigan's number 1, 1,022 wins. Oklahoma's number 2, 991. Now, Alabama had to forfeit their wins, so they'd be up there. But Alabama's at 986. Notre Dame, and we had a chance to win 1,000. Never mind. Notre Dame, 972. Texas, 971. Oklahoma, 960. Number 7, Penn State, 950 wins. Nebraska, number 8, 921. Georgia, 931 wins. USC, 891 wins. Georgia was 831 wins. 931 wins. Tennessee's at number 11. I think they're 883 wins. LSU's right behind them at number 12, 822. Clemson is 13th in the nation, all-time wins, 815. Auburn Tigers. Auburn is 14th with 809 wins. Texas A&M, 797. Are any of those teams in the Final Four? Not one. Not one.
The mighty have fallen.
The mighty have fallen hard on that sword, that money, that NIL.
Like I said, they'll get, when the dust settles and they get this whole thing figured out, and the traditional schools start to figure out how to best spend and gain money, players and coaches.
Let me ask you this.
Then it'll start happening like that again.
Patrick, you probably know, but I'm gonna ask Wildcat. Okay. Wildcat's a tough question. That's hard.
All right. Means I got to think.
What's the furthest west a team has won the national championship since 2005? It's all in the South and in the East part of the country. It's nothing out west.
Huh?
What's the furthest out west? What school is it?
Texas.
Texas is the last one.
I don't know why I was going to say somewhere in Colorado.
But if you go 1 year back, even though they got it stripped, it was USC.
Yeah. You take USC out there, it goes back. Yeah, it goes back a while. But it's like Southeastern Conference is dominated. Now it's like the Big Ten's turn to take over. They win it this year, 3 years in a row. We already said the Alabama dynasty's over. If they win it this year, you have to say the SEC dynasty's over. Wouldn't you? 3 years in a row, you lose it?
If Ole Miss
wins it, we can start running our mouths again.
Well, if Ole Miss makes the championship game, then you would almost have to say it's a co-dynasty because they either won it or played in it.
Well, if Ole Miss wins the national championship, everything we said about badmouth the SEC, we're going to come in here and you'll think we never said it. Because we're going to run our mouth. We're the best of all time. We still dominate.
SEC.
Yeah.
You see the story.
Yeah, we are a flip-flop here.
The SEC can win a national championship without a head coach.
Yeah, that's how good we are in the SEC. Good point, Patrick. I like that. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Oh, my God. Pat Perno, love you, brother. If you want to have a great meal, you want to be in a great atmosphere, they treat you like family. TV's everywhere. It's just something special about Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Go check it out. You're glad you did. Go watch Ole Miss play there. Go watch Oregon play Indiana there on Friday. And then all the NFL games. And now, you got a big party. Pat, I need I need 150 wings. You know what? No problem. He'll get the wings for you. The guy is incredible. Call Pat. Tell him what you need. They'll have. But better yet, go eat there.
You can go there and order a smiling face.
Oh, my goodness. I love him.
That easy.
I love him.
That easy.
I want to say happy birthday to Phil Cobb. It was yesterday. Happy birthday. I think he turned 65. Good-looking guy. Him and Jay Michaels, I think, the same age.
Still a puppy.
Yeah, still a puppy. No doubt about that. Jay Michaels' birthday yesterday also. Anyway, get us B4 Brady's. And, you know, Pat's the city commissioner over there, does a great job. Now, you're already over there. Go see Russ and Amber. They'll deal with you. You're looking for a ring, jewelry, necklace, you name it, whatever you're looking at. Go in there, tell them you heard on ESPN 104.3, and they'll take care of you.
Hale
the Clown Show. Tell them they'll take care of you.
And they'll buy your old gold and silver jewelry too. Gold and silver at an all-time high. Need some cash? Go in there, talk to them at 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. David Adams.
Lynn Haven, baby. Lynn Haven. You'll be glad you did. Dr. Ward, 1 in 5 deal of skin cancer. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes to save your life. If you're listening right now throughout the Panhandle, Florida, go see Dr. Ward. You'll be glad you did. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
Take ESPN Northwest Florida with you everywhere you go.
Anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
The sports talk and live play-by-play doesn't have to end when you get out of the car. The ESPN Northwest Florida app streams your favorite sports talk hosts and the biggest games in ultra-high fidelity.
This is of utmost importance in travel.
Take the sports talk monster with you anywhere you go. Available for Android and iPhone.
Use it anywhere or any place.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. This afternoon and evening, partly cloudy and a high of 66 with wind 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southeast. A variety of slight fog and some clouds tonight, a light breeze and warm near 59. Slightly foggy, partly sunny and 71 tomorrow. 70 and slight fog in the morning, but otherwise some sun Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you looking to invest in rare coins and precious metals? Well, look no further. Coin and Bullion Reserves is Bay County's trusted source for rare coins and precious metals. Located in the heart of Panama City, our showroom is stocked with a vast selection of gold and silver bullion, rare coins, and currency. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned collector, we have what you're looking for. Our sales staff has over 50 years of experience to help guide you through your purchase. Come and visit Coin and Bullion Reserves today and build your collection with confidence.
Full residential and commercial projects from start to finish, Wheelhouse is ready to help. From the moment you have the thought to build to the moment you step through the front door of your finished project, Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering will walk you through all of your aspirations. Engineering, site plans, live architectural design, construction, 3D rendering, permits, and more. Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering, 850-896-6597. That's 850-896-6597. And online at wheelhousedba.com.
Better buckle up, Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hale Show live from the Jane Michaels Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Appreciate the text this morning. Yes, I think maybe I was wrong on Jay Michaels' age. Somebody said, I think he's older than 65, but he looks like he's 65. Phil Cobb looks like he's 65. So, and I love our former mayor, the mayor, Greg Bernicki. Love that man. Happy New Year. I hope you had a great Christmas, Mayor.
Speaking of historical people and historical dates, on this date, there's a little trivia. On this date in 1920, Yankees announced the purchase of Babe Ruth.
Wow.
1920.
What kind of deal was it? They have the money, the numbers?
No.
That's okay.
I could have got him, but
that's okay. You're good. Hey, I just got to tell you, are you really mad? No, we're not mad. We're cutting up. I think it's pretty. I think they hit it pretty well. I think it is a clown show.
Little free advertising never hurt nobody.
Actually, that was pretty good.
We do.
If it's true, well, you can't get mad if it's true.
We do have breaking news, though.
Oh, what is it?
Uh-oh.
Glenn still hadn't found his teeth.
No, he has not. We have looked for those teeth everywhere. I don't know where he's put them. I think the dog got them. I really do.
We'll find out in a couple days.
Actually, I think I know where he put them. Underneath his clown nose.
underneath that afro thing.
Yeah. All right. Most wins by bowls. Who has won the Peach Bowl the most? Does anybody have a clue who's won the Peach Bowl the most?
Peach Bowl. As if
Atlanta, Georgia, big bowl, playoff game, Thursday night. No, Friday night. Oregon, Indiana.
I'm trying to think because it used to not be as big a bowl.
No, you're right.
So I'm going back.
Nothing.
And
it's the SEC school. It's the SEC school.
Okay, it's an SEC school. Then I'm going to go back and probably say Ole Miss.
Close. Their big rival game. LSU's got 6 wins. 6 wins there. Most wins in a bowl game.
I was going to say Southern Miss because I know they played in a lot early.
Yeah. All right. Who's this? This is a Big Ten school. Most wins in the Fiesta Bowl. Fiesta Bowl. If you get this right, you're going to win $1 million. Fiesta Bowl.
I'm going to go Ohio State.
Close.
Miami? No.
Is it?
Penn State. 8 wins.
You know why I said Ohio State? It's because Michigan went to the Rose Bowl more.
Yeah. Sugar Bowl. Most wins. Sugar Bowl.
That's Alabama.
Roll Tide. Alabama with 10. They've been there probably more than anybody else, too.
Yes.
Bear Bryant owned that place. Cotton Bowl. Cotton Bowl. Who has won the Cotton Bowl? We had Notre Dame going to do great things. We've had all these different teams play there.
Well, I know who has the most wins inside the Cotton Bowl.
But the Cotton Bowl game. Who has the most wins in the Cotton Bowl?
Patrick.
But I think it might be the same team. I think it might be Texas.
It is. It is the Texas Longhorns. Right. They have 11 Cotton Bowl wins. Orange Bowl. Who has the most Orange Bowl wins? And again, not played in Orange Bowl, the Orange Bowl. The bowl game.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I'm going back.
Don't you think of
Oklahoma?
Who?
Oklahoma.
Do you ever remember the AC teams like Florida State? You ever heard of teams like Miami?
I was thinking Nebraska.
Who?
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Wrong. You had it right the first time. Oklahoma. How many wins does Oklahoma have in there?
6.
12.
Wow.
They have won 12. They've won some national championships.
That's going to be some kind of record.
Greg Bernicki had that right. 12. Good job.
That was the old tie-in from the Big 12.
All right. Rose Bowl. Who has the most wins in the Rose Bowl? It's not even close.
Michigan.
What do you think?
I got to go with Michigan, too.
What's wrong with Ohio State?
They're good. They just didn't go as many times as Michigan.
So who you got?
Michigan.
Final answer. You sure?
I believe so.
I was thinking Ohio State.
Concur?
But when Patrick said Michigan, I had to go.
You're going to stay with Michigan?
I'm afraid
they're the winningest team of all time.
Yeah. The answer is USC.
Whoa.
25 wins.
Oh, I get that. Yeah.
Now we're talking about the New Year's. We're talking about the big daddies, the New Year's 6 bowl games. 4 of these teams are from the SEC, and the Big Ten had 2. With the winningest teams ever in these huge bowl games. Unbelievable. Getting back to Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss. What do you guys think about that? Seriously, if you had made that deal, when you're paying a guy $12, $13 million a year, I guess this is probably pocket change for LSU. But to make the deal happen, that's Jimmy Sexton's. This is his little twist. You guarantee he's behind this. But for them to pay him to make the playoffs, LSU paid him $150,000. They beat Tulane, so they gave him now $250,000. They just beat Georgia, so they gave him $500,000. Now, they beat Miami, they're going to give him $750 million. He wins the national championship, they're going to give him $1 million. Would you have done that if you were LSU? I guess you would have if you wanted him that bad enough, right?
I think that was just icing.
Well, I don't understand.
Should Lane keep the money?
You're already paying them millions in some cases.
Yeah.
To win games. So then, I guess it's an added incentive.
Wouldn't Lane do the right thing? Do the right thing, Lane.
Money not
take this $2 million, whatever it is, all adds up to, whatever it is. Give it to Ole Miss for NIL money.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Well, I just looked at Lane's.
Instead of doing what
I look at
Alabama
his
did,
entire career.
Alabama went and spent it, and now they have $1 million band.
Greg Beard said he's going to use that money to bring the quarterback over from Ole Miss. That's true. That is true. That's crazy, man.
That's a winner.
Anyway, I never in my life I'd see what we're seeing now.
I think that was a Lane put in of being petty.
That's his agent making more. The one that people forget, the agents make this money. Agents, I don't know.
Does Alabama really have $1 million band? That's what they hollered at halftime.
It used to be. Now it's way over $1 million.
Oh yeah, they still call them $1 million.
They got a great band. They always have a huge band.
Do a great rendition of Fat Bottom Girls. Wow,
they're unbelievable. They're really good.
Move me to tears.
All right, I wanted to get this in tomorrow with the Big Ten, with the Buckeye boys, but this SEC bowl games as of January 1st, conference bowl games. Now, let's go back and look at the SEC. Tennessee lost, right? I think I got this wrong. Texas beat Michigan, right? Texas beat Michigan. They won. The Gator Bowl, we had Missouri get beat by Virginia. ACC team beat the SEC 13-7. Houston beat LSU. That's the Big 12. I guess they're still in the Big 12. 38-35. Music City, the Big 10 beat us. Illinois beat us 30-28 over Tennessee. Quest Bowl, Big 10 beat us 34-27 against Vandy. Citrus Bowl, we beat the Big 10 41-27, and that was Texas. Mayo Bowl, Mississippi State got killed 43-29. And Alabama beat Oklahoma, right? So I was right on that. That's all we had really is one win against somebody else.
One in a bowl game.
One, yeah. Am I forgetting anybody? Is there anybody else out there we've gotten? How can we yell and brag on the SEC this year?
Basketball season started.
That's right. We are a basketball league. There you go. All right, Patrick. Real quick, what's the best way to get up with you?
Look us up on Facebook at Turf Pro PC or call us on our local number 850-890-5820.
They called Bay High School band the $1 million band also. How about that? We're out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. 104.3 ESPN Northwest.
Happy New Year.
Day.
ESPN Northwest Florida is your spot for college basketball.
And it goes in at the buzzer. Got it.
Listen to select games from the LSU Tigers, Florida Gators, the Auburn